Hello everyone, welcome to your Daily Mystic. This is the energy for Monday, August 12th, 2019. Welcome to all new members and thank you to all my existing members. You guys are always so wonderful and it's always a pleasure. We're going to bring our energy in for all these decks here, and all 7 decks we're going to say our prayer. Thank you angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirit, spirit guides, gods and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow everyone to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. Thank you so much, Divine, for these beautiful blessings and wonderful messages. We receive them in the love and light they are intended. Well, those want to flip, so I'm going to flip them down so we can't see them. Thank you so much for your divine guidance, and we appreciate all of your energy here, Divine. Thank you so much. All right, so we have 3 out, and they flipped over, but I flipped them back. This would be the top card, so we're going to do it like this. And our underlier. Nice, the Fool. Beautiful energy of a new beginning. We've received that. Always, always happy and grateful for a new beginning. This means closure to the old and opening the second energy of starting something new without a pause, without a gap. You know, guys, the energy just streams right from one thing to the next, so that's a good thing. If you're changing jobs, you won't miss a paycheck. That's a moving forward gracefully. That's with grace and good energy. So I hope you all have had a wonderful weekend. Well, there we go. That one's flipping for me too. It's more cards than I need, but I'm going to take it. And that's the 4th one. Bonus card. With the King of Swords. So we have the Hierophant and the King of Swords. So definitely this is someone getting a judgment in their favor, or being able to move forward while removing obstacles, and definitely talking about a new beginning in a job situation. This is being accepted. Okay, so I'm turning my cards deliberately directly on their side and facing the top away from myself so that I do not influence these lovely, there we go. Well, I think this is the card we had last week on Friday, or the weekend energy, but we're taking it because here it is. I recognize and appreciate all that inspires me to feel empowered. So we're still in that energy, and it is going to prove to benefit us for going through the weekend and into Monday with empowerment. Let's see what our Vintage Wisdom Oracle cards have to say. New beginnings, chiming in perfectly. They always know each other so well. I love my cards. They all have good energy and work together in such a fabulous way. It's always scary when you first start to combine decks and do them within a reading, because you don't want the deck to go south on you and not bring the energy of the rest of the reading together. You don't want to just split it and make it be something off the wall. Nice, pineal activation. This is beautiful, activating and awakening the pineal gland. So that's awesome. That's when that's when I first started, and I didn't even realize it at the time. That's when I first started getting my pineal activation. Was I started seeing the symbols with my eyes closed, and when I was doing people's readings, and I would do the prayer at the beginning just like I do here. We do a thing where we breathe, and during the breathing exercise and tuning in is what I call it, I was seeing these different shapes lit up in these sparkles and fabulousness, like a rhodochrosite acceptance. I had to accept the fact that I was actually, I didn't know what was happening at the time, and then I was reading a book, and I've recommended it to you guys. I showed it to you, to those of you who've been with me for a while. The name of it is called Becoming Supernatural. I listened to it on Audible, and it's pretty amazing. It tells you a lot about what's going on with you if you're doing this kind of work. If you're having a spiritual awakening, it gives you the information you need to understand what's happening to you. Trust, and that was something I had to learn to do as well. So we've got a good prayer here. Road to Crowside, accept and trust. Okay, so these are really, really strong work together cards here. Let's see what we've got. The Knight of Swords, coming in, information moving in very fast, coming in like a lightning bolt, okay? Bringing you what information you need, either through divine source or someone actually telling it to you. And being able to move forward in a new direction. This is taking up a new direction and leaving behind what no longer serves you. Three of Rods. So you've got the Knight of Swords and the Three of Rods. Trying to be better about naming the cards to you, because I know people are trying to keep track. So the Queen of Cups is showing up in the second set of cards. She's a little bit verklempt about the future. She's in, a little fear. We all have it. Anything that changes and takes us down a new path, we're always have a little trepidation about how, hopefully this is the right thing. And it is, because this is the Nine of Cups on top of this Queen of Cups, which is showing happiness and contentment. And this is the universe granting your heart's desire. Okay, so it's definitely the right choice. Do not fret over it. It may seem scary, but it's going to work out in your best outcome. This will be for your best possible outcome. Two of Wands, making that choice. But don't worry, there's no such thing as a wrong choice. In our lifetimes, we have free will. And that means whatever choice we make is the one we're supposed to make. Wherever we are is where we're supposed to be. This starts off with one path and breaks off into two, but over the top of this crest, it joins back up. Life always does that. It's circular. You'll see it as the more you go. It seems like the world gets smaller and smaller, because this coincidence of running past either the same circumstance or the same people, or people in common. It's just, you realize that it's smaller than you actually think, just because everything sort of links together. So do not be in fear. And I always say this is really important to know. The universe knows where you live. So if there's something that you are supposed to have, whether it's a blessing or a lesson, they will find you. The universe knows where you live. They will find you, okay? Don't worry. Your blessings will find you as well as your lessons. So, Seven of Cups is the blessings in abundance. So definitely going to find you. This is what I consider the dump truck load of blessings, which require work to be done. So when you're in the middle of the work and it's seeming like it's never ending, you got to remember, I asked for this. This is what I asked for. I get my heart's desire, and it comes with work clothes attached to it. So there's things to be done. But it's not a bad thing. Being overwhelmed with a blessing is much better than being overwhelmed with a lesson. So here we have this beautiful energy of the Hierophant, which is being accepted, okay, being granted admittance. So if you've if you're looking for a new job, if you're trying to get something resolved legally, this King of Swords can also be a legal matter. This Fool card is saying you're now ready for your next adventure, because this has closed and is ready to move into the next cycle, into the new path. And you're definitely looking at the new path here with this Two of Wands. And this Queen, everybody's looking out into the path. If you look at this, he's looking in, she's looking, he's looking. So this is all about the new beginning coming in. So Monday is a great energy. Our trust is, you are looking at a situation from purely a physical perspective, and therefore you cannot see the bigger picture and the blessings interwoven within this event. We, your angels, urge you to trust, for all will work out in the best way possible. Let go of your fear and apprehension and allow God's healing energy to flow to you. Trust, for all will heal in ways you never thought possible. So we're going to activate our pineal gland with one of the 3 sets of breathing that we're going to do here. The pineal gland is a tiny little, it's about as big as your fingernail. About as big as my little fingernail here. And it's in the center of your brain, on the back of your hippocampus, if I'm not completely wrong. And forgive me if I am. Please don't send me 1,000 comments telling me how I'm wrong. Look it up and Google it for your own knowledge, but I know that it's a tiny little thing right in here. Right, there's an eyeball shape. It looks like the eye of Ra if you look at the side view of it. And it's at the very little tip of this eye of Ra. So, here we go. It's in the back. I know that they say it's in the back, right behind your nose. So if you're the equivalent to the bottom of your, so here's the brain. So here would be your nose on this side, and it would be back here in the back side of your nasal passage area. Okay? So we have the rhodochrosite. If you have one, grab one. If you got them, grab them. Remember not to hold your breath. I am channeling through divine source, and I will be a little long-winded. So when I tell you to inhale, just breathe shallowly until it's time to exhale and listen to what divine spirit has to offer today. Okay, breathing in beautiful white divine light now through your crown chakra. Pulling in the energy of the rhodochrosite and allowing yourself to be in a place of acceptance. And this means accepting wonderful divine presence, divine gifts, divine information, divine source energy. Allowing yourself to fully envelop this beautiful pink aura of the rhodochrosite stone. Allowing this to pull through the top of your head as we shower ourselves in the beautiful pink glow of love and acceptance that comes with this beautiful stone. As our body emanates the rosy color and we light from within, we illuminate ourselves with love and joy and all possibilities that exist within us. As we exhale fear and denial and guilt, judgment, self-judgment as well, and all limitations that we perceive, and know that we are of source. Therefore, limitations do not apply to us. We have the bounty of all things at our feet, as long as we're willing to accept it. Releasing all disbelief and accepting your true divine spiritual energy. Exhaling now. Second breath. Breathing in beautiful white divine light with the energy of rhodochrosite. And allowing this beautiful energy as we inhale to go straight to your pineal gland. Holding that energy in the back of your nasal area at the base of your brain. Allowing the warm, beautiful glow of light to stimulate the beautiful pineal gland and the cilia that are surrounding it and your brain fluid as it circulates around that chamber to allow your pineal gland to become activated with the light of divine, pulsing the light throughout your brain to all neurotransmitters and receptors, allowing your brain to cleanse itself in the beautiful white divine light and activate all receptors to full capacity, improved memory and cognition, with the light of the divine moving through our bodies, moving it down into your throat chakra, moving it down into your heart chakra, lower into your solar plexus, dropping the light now down into your sacral chakra, and moving into your root chakra, clearing all as we move down into our knees, ankles, balls of our feet, moving that energy now into the center of the core of the earth, like a laser beam from the soles of your feet, removing all shadow energy, all stagnant energy, all self-doubt, judgment, and shame, guilt, or injury. Any illness or ailment is now removed on a cellular level from your body and sent to the core of the earth to be burned away and be purified and made whole. As we exhale, we bring that energy straight back up through the top of our heads, sending it out into the universe to be recycled and renewed. Last time, breathing in beautiful white divine light with the energy of rhodochrosite into your heart chakra. Hold it in your heart. Allow your heart to pulse the energy throughout your body to restore and reinvigorate every cell in your being on a microscopic level. Reforming and remaking all beautiful perfection of your divine body in your human form, restoring all harmony and peace and happiness, restoring all vitality and energy. As we exhale, we send this energy out into the universe to assist anyone else who may need the same. As we are one with Source, we send this energy to help others. Exhaling now. Thank you so much for being part of this beautiful meditation and reading. I love you all. You are so wonderful for being with me on this journey. I thank you so, so much. Have a wonderful Monday. Love, light, and prosperity to you all. I'll see you again on Tuesday. Namaste.